Hello and welcome back. In this tutorial, I will demonstrate how to set up and join Linux worker node to a Kubernetes cluster. Before we get started, let's make sure our system is up to date. Okay, now we will go ahead and install Docker. I will go ahead and copy the Docker commands to install from this link, and I'll also share it in the description. So right now the Docker is installing. I'll go ahead and explain what I will do next. I'll go ahead and start the Docker service and also enable it so that way it will start the service upon the reboot. Go ahead and copy this command. So as soon as the installation is done, we'll go ahead and execute it. Okay, looks like the installation is done, and we'll create a service and start the service. Let's take a look at the Docker version. Okay, we are using 1.13. Now we are ready to install Kubernetes packages. To install Kubernetes packages, we'll copy this line of code and execute it on worker node. It's actually the same steps that you may have done in the configuring of the master node. Okay. Now I'll go ahead and disable SE Linux, and now we are ready to install all the Kubernetes packages. I'll go ahead and pause the video and resume it as soon as this is done. Okay, the Kubernetes packages are installed successfully. Now we'll go ahead and start kubelet as a service and also enable it so it can start upon reboot. Okay, next we are ready to join our worker node to Kubernetes cluster. In order to join a worker node to the Kubernetes cluster, we need to execute this command. What it will do is it's gonna join this Kubernetes cluster, which is the master node, and it's going to use this token ID and the certification hash. You can find this after you have successfully installed and set up your Kubernetes master node. It should look like this. So you should always make sure to securely store that this somewhere else. So on your master node, after you successfully initialized your Kubernetes cluster, this is how your output is going to look like. So make a note of this command and save it securely somewhere so you can have it handy when you want to join the worker nodes. I'll go ahead and execute this command. Okay, all right, so here we are having a problem where swap is enabled. So what we need to do is we need to disable swap. To do that, we'll go to fs step file and we're gonna comment this line out. Go ahead and reboot the system. Okay, let's give it a try again. We'll log in back. Okay, we got a login prompt. Now let's give it a try one more time. All right, we have successfully joined the worker node to Kubernetes cluster. Just to check how it looks, we'll go ahead and we'll go to the master node. We're gonna execute this command kubectl get nodes, and here you will see the worker node has joined Kubernetes cluster. Let's execute kubectl get pods -a and it's going to show all the pods that are currently running. Let's do O wide. It will show all the pods that are currently running on the master node and on the worker node. So as you can see, it replicated Flannel, networking, and proxy as well. All right, so this is it, and this is how you join Kubernetes worker node to the Kubernetes cluster. Thanks for watching.